University now, Honorable Lucas DEKENA, one-time Director General Office of Library and Archives, one-time two Deputy President ng ABG, Mr. Patrick Misra, Minister for Education, Thomas Pataku, Minister of Police, CIS, Honorable John Bosco.
April 1980, right, 90,000 believed sampai Jawa, Hungary, nanti Jawa, Masin, nanti Muay Masin, Longkir Manja, nanti pilih ini
Osem Olbin Makime Osem host member, Mihamamas Minister, lo you come na officially launch him National Book Week 2024 long Island Bougainville, Autonomous Region of Bougainville. You may give him hand lo Minister lo this is in long National Government and Mikaran Kam lo launch him National Book Week 2024 long Bougainville. 1, 2, 3. Romakim government again, we officially welcome you all geta. La mi laren this program by open long Bougainville long 5th of this month to the 9th as the staff long program. Thank you. Enjoy my launching. Na God bless you all geta. Thank you.
I want to take this time, first of all, to thank our National Minister, Right Honorable Lucas DEKENA, for coming and gracing us with his presence and also selecting our region to host the 44th National Book Week here in the Autonomous Region of Bougainville. I also take this time to thank the Director General, Mr. Dennis Bagero, and his team from the Libraries and Archives for accompanying the Minister and coming into the region. Library and Archives are important agencies that requires our attention at this point of time when we are preparing to become an independent nation. The definition of archives. Archives are documents or stuff that are not published, but are stored, but are preserved. And they play an important role in the decision making. Therefore, it's necessary for the government to make sure that we must safeguard all these documents, films. So in Bougainville, let me first of all start. In Bougainville, the archives is still with the Information Directorate that is under the President, our Honorable Ismail Turwama. Whereas in PNG, the libraries and archives are still with the national government. It's still with the Education Department. Therefore, as the government going forward, we need to make sure we work hand in hand with the National Libraries and Archives to make sure that we lay down the right policies in Bougainville so that we must preserve some of our documentations in the process. Students, I was once listening to an expatriate, and he was giving out, he was talking about the manner that we came about, even going to the crisis. Dr. Tony Reagan, he was really sharp, and I was just sitting at the back and thinking, wow, why not the Bougainvillean? Because it's important for us to make sure where we are coming out from and where we want to go. And on the long run, teachers and our education officers at the head office, we need to make sure that we incorporate some of these histories into our curriculum so that our children must know where we are coming out from, where we have started from, and where we are now, and where we do want to go now. So it's critically important for us to make sure that we have to set the necessary phase in terms of policies so that we safeguard all these things. Second one, the libraries. Libraries collect and provide access to published materials in order to keep people informed, promote scholarship, and provide entertainment. That's what libraries do. They store books, which we will We will go back and collect them and, borrow them and read them through. That's where reading comes in. In Bougainville, I once heard somebody talking. It was none other than Aloysius Laukai, the man behind the new Dawn FM. In all occasions throughout Bougainville, when there is a bigger activity taking place, you would normally see Aloysius Laukai with his camera. Just last time I was chatting with him, and he told me, Minister, I still got the record in 2009 when you and James Tanis was sworn in. The James Tanis was then sworn in as a president, and I as a constituency member in a by-election in 2019. And I told Mr. Aloysius Laukai, Mr. Laukai, I will come to your office and pick up that document and I want to see. And there is another thing that I can still remember. When I first stood up to give my first statement, after that, he came and shook hands with me and he told me, Minister, sorry, I'm talking member, I was not a minister then, sorry. I'm talking member, me all newsman, we could determine, just by you speaking, just by you talking, just by you addressing the public, that you are capable. And me comforting me as the new member. And me giving me confidence, me must now, elevate me and me must work good. So I'm all kind, but Aloysius Laukai is one person here in the region that to me, he is continuously keeping all these records. The process blow me. Even behind him is a peace agreement. The consultations that we are having with the national government on the outcome of the referendum. Aloysius Laukai behind him. When we set the policies in place, we need to make sure that we get all the documents from him and from the information services and put them together so that it gives us a real picture of Bougainville coming from where we were to where we are and where we want to go. Students, let me now go down to reading. Our team says that reading transforms livelihood. Read gives him sawe, sends him life. Harim, hey, me talk, I think I may not like too much. Me don't like looking at me send him life. Students, listen. Me like this platin, and we must maybe karayosen. Read, kiss him sawe, na send him passing. Send him passing. Today in Bougainville. Today in Bougainville. And passing blow you me. Passing blow you me, Lord Bougainville today. By you looking on them, it's one of the major impediment. Long walk about blow you me. You may must send him passing. The Bible also says, my people are robbed because of lack of knowledge. Time survey no stop. Time survey me no stop. But you wrong. But you not making a good blood decision. You not making a wise decision. You not critically analyzing of something. Not making more choices for life for you. Students, you are future generation. Read more. Continue to get books and read. Man, me looking more some time you me read. Brain blow you me. I'm very active. I'm very active. And one time also more machine. You lose him machine now you lose him no one part. I'm easy by. Something by no good. So you may read, now you may continue long. Educating you may yet more yet. No make him so awesome. You may must hardly be me. Long 7 long 1 plus something to you need to read. Minoket Puli Lompla Tok Tok. In Bougainville, students and staff and all the leaders of Bougainville, I have set 3 phases. First one, the foundation. In Bougainville, our Education Act stipulates that our education system should start with early childhood. If we want to get everything right, that's the foundation that we need to make sure that we heavily invest in to give us the good start. Today, we can talk about the crisis. We can talk about the upbringing of the crisis. But if we set the foundation right, we cannot go wrong.
It is an honor to address you today as we launch the 44th National Book Week. This celebration is a reminder of the transformative power of education and the joy of reading. Our theme, Reading Transforms Livelihood. Naik topisen untuk read, kisim sawe, na changing person, changing life. Reflects our shared vision of a future where every child in Papua New Guinea has access to quality education. As we gather here in this beautiful autonomous region of Bougainville, we celebrate not only the love of books, but also our commitment to enhancing our education system. The importance of reading cannot be overstated. pursue to achieve quality education for everyone, it is through reading that students develop critical thinking skills, enhance their creativity, and improve their ability to communicate effectively. These are essential skills that contribute to development of a vibrant and informed and productive society. Reading is critical in learning, and technology has made it easy for us. In the past, we used to walk around with books to read, but now if you have mobile phones, you download reading books onto your mobile phones, and you can start reading from the mobile phone. In addition to launching of the 44th National Book Week, I would also like to emphasize on 8 key essential areas to transform the education sector. Sorry, I had to get my phone to read through my notes on the phone. So that I'm going to change my speech a little bit, but I want to make it easier for every one of us to understand. I wanted to follow the chronological order. So you start from A all the way to Z, rather than getting confused in between. So the 8 areas, priority areas that I wanted the education system to focus on are as follows. Firstly, we have to get our foundations right. Education is our foundation. But in terms of school curriculum and all this, I want us to get or prepare our students to be ready to learn. Our students must be prepared for them to be ready to learn. That is through the early childhood education, like the APG Minister of Education has alluded to earlier. The second priority area, key priority area would be preparing our teachers to be ready to teach. Preparing our teachers to be ready to teach would mean recruiting, training, recruitment of teachers, training our teachers, remunerating them well, and providing accommodation for our teachers. The next key priority area would be preparing our infrastructures for learning to take place, which basically means we build up the classrooms, we build up the staff houses. All the education infrastructures need to be built for teachers and staff. For students and staff. Staff must be prepared to, students must be prepared to learn, and teachers must be prepared to teach. But they don't teach out under the shade of the trees or anything like that. They must be properly placed in the classrooms for them to learn. The fourth priority area would be we will chart our own course. We have relied, for almost 50 years, we've relied on all sorts of advices, and we have not made progress. Maybe we've made some progress, but not at the rate that we're supposed to go. Because 80% of our students are coming out as school dropouts. So the fourth key priority area under my watch would be we will chart our own course. We will create relevant pathways for ourselves. And on this, we will look at early childhood education. And then we will consider, like the Minister for Education, AGB government has already alluded to, we will look at phonics. We will look at curriculum that teach phonics in the lower early childhood education. We will continue to look at the primary education, the secondary education, and a big part of it would be the technical education. We will realign, refocus our attention on technical education, so that one technical school or technical school will be required to teach 1 or 2 subjects, so that our students at the end of the grade 12 would be competent in one technical field. So at the end of grade 12, they graduate with a PhD school certificate, grade 12 certificate, as well as a trade certificate. So you're competent. You should not make it up to the tertiary institutions. At least you would have a trade certificate to fall back on. And then we have vocational technical education. And then we would have food. Food is very important. For some reason, there's no age limit to it. For some reason, if you are not able to reach up to grade 12 to obtain a grade 12 certificate, food is now available. And I want to break this news to you that this year, the Education Department, in collaboration with the Higher Education Department, have agreed that 4 students are going to go on online selection for tertiary institutions. So for students, for those who have missed out for some reason, you can continue to go back to obtain your grade 12 certificate, and then after that, you go online to the online selection on the phone. The 5th key focus areas for us would be preparing our school material and curriculum. School material. So we must have proper material for students to go to school. So we look at the curriculum. We will look at the guides, textbooks, library books. The 6th key priority area would be management. We polish up on the school management. A lot of the times, schools don't do well because of management. So we will polish up on the school management. And number 7 would be, 7th key priority areas would be securing our records. So historical records would be another responsibility of Office of the Library and Archives. They will secure our historical records, our exam papers, our school exam results, and all those. And we will also go into cloud technology so that we secure all those records of cloud technology. Number 8 would be continuous improvement. We will continue to make improvements to our education system in everything that we do. I've challenged the Education Department that we should not come to work and then wait around for a paycheck every fortnight. Every time we should look at better ways of doing things. Think of smarter ways of doing things. Think of cheaper way of doing things. And these are the focus areas under my what as Education Minister in the National Education Department would be. These are the 8 areas for us to focus on. Now, you would notice that a lot of the school activities that we talk about, they would fall under each of these categories. Now, many times we get confused. Education is a big sector. Many times we get confused, we get frustrated, and when we don't know what we're doing, then we get frustrated. We get confused and we get frustrated. So these 8 are key priority areas that should set the way forward for us. It's charting our own course in education. Some kind of homegrown system for us to keep going. This is not reinventing the wheel, doing the same thing, but realigning, so that both the students, parents, educators, the government would know where we want to go. Okay, I might also tell you this, the STEM program is also a very good program, and it's gaining recognition around the world. We've sent 43 students to the US, to 2 US universities. And from those 43 students, 20 of them got awards, different awards for excellence. None of the 43 students failed. Because of that success, we're now into the second year. And we're sending more students to the US. We're sending more students to the success has created attention, attracted attention and created interest in India. 2 or 3 weeks ago we sent students to India and interested, and we will be sending some students there, and hopefully around 500 students of our grade 12 and STEM will be going out to these areas. Now the beauty about this is that there has been a bottleneck in our PhD education system. We have around 20,000 students going into the elementary school or preschool, all around PhD every year. Of these 120,000 students, only 30,000 students make it up to grade 12. And of these 30,000 students, only 20,000 students are available, or spaces are available at the tertiary level. So what happened to the rest of the students? The 100,000 students every year. 100,000 Papua New Guinea students are thrown out. Not thrown out, but there's no capacity, there's no, they're pushed out into a community. And what happened to them? There are no support systems. And these are the ones who are creating social issues for us. Now, so as we send more students out through STEM, I might also add that when Prime Minister James Marape visited Indonesia recently, Indonesia has offered 2,000 students spaces available in their universities and technical colleges for PhD students. So this is making our opportunities, creating more opportunities for our students. As we send more students out, we create those spaces available in country. So there's we're creating more opportunities for our students in country as well. So exciting times. Exciting times. My children of Bougainville in this part of the world, they're exciting times. But we must work. You must read. You must do the hard yards. And to, on that note too, our parents struggling to pay school fees. Well, the good news is that the Marape Rosso government has now started paying full school fees from elementary or preschool all the way to grade 12, including the project fees. So there's some good things happening. So that should relieve struggling parents of the need to pay school fees for our children. Now, the Marape Rosso government this year has budgeted 850 million for free education for all students. And we pay the fees for first and second term, and the third quarter payment will be going out very soon. I think a lot of our schools are already complaining about the third term payment not going through, but they're working on it. This week they should be going out. But this government, our parents, commitment to education for children. And while the government is paying education the fees, we are also saying no student should be pushed out of school. So every student, for whatever reason, if you can go through, you go all the way to grade 12, get your certificates, 2 certificates, 1 trade, 1 school certificate. And then secondly, if for some reason you did not complete grade 12, you must go back to 4. 4 is second chance opportunity. And then you get your grade 12 certificate, and then you go for this year, you will be online selection. Just like the grade 12 in the normal conventional schools, you'll be graded online, so there's no issue on that. Okay, so these are some of the things that we are working on. We will fix our early childhood. We will keep all our students for 13 school years. You go out at the end of grade 1 with the 2 certificates. Higher education certificate as well as trade certificate. And then at the top, the bottleneck, we are addressing it. So some students will go through STEM, and those who cannot go through STEM, in-country opportunities would be available. It will be increased. Because if we send about 3,000 students abroad on STEM, then the 3,000 students are also available in-country. So that's a lot of opportunities. So my children, parents, there's some good things happening going forward. I would like to ask the parents, would you like your kids to come back in the first 12 months and speak to you in English or read to you in English? Parents, some of our parents here? Yes. Would you like your students, or would you like your small kids, Boo-Boo, or your child to come back and speak to you in English or read to you in English after 12 months? That's the thing we are focusing on. In early childhood education, that's the thing we are focusing on. A child must be able to read to you, it must be able to pick up any newspaper or any reading book and must read to you after 12 months of going to early childhood education. This is what we are focusing on. That's a foundation. Education is foundation, but in education, we get our foundation right too, so that every other thing will be built on the foundation. And I keep on using this analogy. When you walk around and you see all these high-rise buildings, they spend more time on getting the foundation right. People don't start building from the first floor, or they don't start building from the 5th floor. They spend a lot of time building the foundation, getting the foundation right before they go up. And that is analogy. Under my words, we will get a foundation right. Education is a foundation for any society. We will get our foundation right. And in education, early childhood education is the foundation. So we will get our early childhood education right. Thank you. Continuous improvement. As we reflect on these 8 key focus areas, I told the stakeholders, educators, parents, community leaders, government officials to join hands in supporting our education initiatives. The transformation of our education system requires a collective effort. Let us work together to provide our students with the skills, knowledge, and environment they need. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the 44th National Book Week is a celebration of knowledge and unlimited potential of education. As we launch this important event, let us recommit ourselves to the goal of transforming education and learning in our country. And in AROB, our efforts today will shape the leaders, innovators, and citizens of tomorrow. As we move forward, let us remember that every step we take toward improving education brings us closer to a more prosperous future. I thank you all for your dedication and support in this endeavor. The Marabe Rosso government's vision is to make, transform, and quality education a reality for all children. Thank you. May this National Book Week celebration and theme, Reading Transforms Livelihoods, inspire one and all to continue our journey toward education excellence. It is my pleasure to officially launch the 2024 National Book Week here in Buka, Autonomous Region of Bougainville. Before I take my seat, I take note of the speech by the Education Minister, AROB government. The School of Excellence. We intend to build, to allow every province to have their own School of Excellence.
To the count of three, give me count. 1, 2, 3. Fireman.
I'll give him this flower. Or the artifacts from Yemi, Minister of Education, on this flower we sit long. Thank you.
Thank you. And Minister, now we come forward. National Minister, you receive him now this traditional gift. He come long ABG through long Minister of Long Education. Also, you can look him and basket long here, and then come up nothing, and we result long money, 7 long read na red, long pasin kasta. Now you walk in the basket. Things I was calling them, not be wrong. So 1 plus something, and we got ribbon long it, so we can ask him all come forward. Okay, only cut him now. Can I have the wireless mic? Wireless mic, MC. So our good minister can announce the taking place here. Mike, please.
Thank you all people of autonomous region of Bougainville reception. Good person, you've made us welcome. Thank you through. Some simple stuff that close to them, but we can't pick the gun. Simple stuff away. Talking about conversation, we will painting, blow. President Ismail, Honorable Ismail, there's a painting of President. Dalam painting ya mas, painting lo face problem. Nombor face problem itu perlu paint dan itu pun nice plus ready. Ini semua ada. Mr. Bagelona, or staff raya so biar all by
great hope as well as great promise. Reading, transforming livelihoods. It is a theme that resonates deeply with our collective aspirations and more so for Bougainville because of the future the people of Bougainville aspire for. This year's theme, Reading Transforms Livelihoods, underscores the pivotal role that literacy and education play in shaping that as yet an unborn nation. So as we gather here today, we recognize that Bougainville's journey towards independence is intricately linked to the empowerment of our people. Our vision for a self-reliant and prosperous Bougainville hinges on several critical factors. Key among these factors is education. Education is not merely a pathway for personal growth, it is a cornerstone of development for Bougainville and Papua New Guinea. As the proverb goes, the pen is mightier than the sword. Literacy and books are indeed very powerful tools, not only for personal development, but also for Bougainville's economic, social, and political development. The simple act of reading carries immense transformative power. It empowers the minds. Books are the vessels that carry knowledge, ideas, and wisdom across generations. An educated population is an empowered one, a force capable of shaping policies, driving innovation, and fostering sustainable development. Economic prosperity. A literate population can access information, participate in vocational training, and contribute effectively to various sectors, be it agriculture, entrepreneurship, or technology. In education, we invest in Bougainville's economic reliance. Cultural preservation. In this time of change, traditional oral medium of knowledge is preserved in books and other tangible mediums. A literate Bougainville will be able to honor our heritage and pass down our unique identity to the next generation. Unity and solidarity. Books foster understanding. When we read about different cultures, histories, perspectives, we cultivate empathy and tolerance. In a diverse society like ours, this understanding is crucial for building bridges and maintaining peace. Environmental consciousness. Reading about environmental conservation, sustainable practices and climate change equips us to protect our natural resources. As stewards of Bougainville's pristine landscape, let us educate ourselves and take responsible action. As a post-conflict society, the importance of an educated and literate youth is even more important for Bougainville for the following reasons. Peace building and stability. Education fosters social cohesion and understanding amongst diverse groups. An educated youth is more likely to engage in dialogue, and contribute to lasting peace. Economic prosperity. Literacy equips our young people with essential skills for employment, entrepreneurship, and economic growth, and a literate workforce that will drive development and stability. Psychological recovery. Education provides a sense of normalcy, healing, and hope after conflict. It helps our youth to cope with trauma and rebuild their lives. Preventing violence. Literate youth are less susceptible to extremist ideologies and gullibility. Education promotes critical thinking, tolerance, and resilience against violence. Active citizenship. An educated youth actively participates in civil life, advocating for justice, human rights, and democratic values. Building social capital. Literacy connects youth to network, institutions, and opportunities. It empowers them to shape their communities positively. Educated and literate youth are investment in peace, progress, and a brighter future. Let us embrace the transformative power of reading. Let us be literate, enlightened, and be an enlightened population as we turn the pages of our collective story. May each chapter be marked by progress, unity, and resilience. May the spirit of knowledge guide us towards a brighter future. So before we conclude, we like to consent. Lord, it's la team lo humidity. Reading transform livelihoods. Kami put him in very simple terms so that you can understand how this reading he can transform him life lo mibla. Yumi Christian country. We like bringing him come down to level lo yumi. Yumi Christian country na we like ask him yumi lo here. Ask him Harim good. What is the best-selling book in the world today? Thank you. You answering with the Bible. So, that's long education system plan. I think the society plan. The best book to read. Long helping you team. The best book to read should be the Bible. We should be reading the Bible. Suppose you are reading, me talking you, this is the book that we should read. No time you sorry. When I'm something by walking, look and running go to homebrew marijuana, time you got heavy, you running on the reading Bible, the Bible by can steering you, when I'm good something you can make him. What I'm education plans you got. You put him, you read in Bible, you got promises, I can help him you. Look upon success, long education, long business now, long all that something you may walk him underneath the ground. You like reminding me, you got promises of hope, you got promises of healing, you got promises from all of the kind heavy, can worry me, you may carry the ground. And we stop where, and we stop this best-selling book where you meet Sabbath and Bible. So this must be important message me making tete after me talking speech me like to present that number one something Bougainvilleans we should read the Bible. Education minister, the Bible must be read in all schools throughout Bougainville so that we can cultivate a disciplined Bougainville population where we can drive in development the region behind time. Them simple message me giving people long Bougainville to display time today. The number one book to read is the Bible. Not something we like to talk lang about education, land education, take note. Long time, me pick me school, me sebe stop na me sebe looking long all the time you me celebrating National Book Week and me sebe one kind tesor. You me celebrating one time big speeches. But this lahat not all the tahap do papa lagi. You me kisi mo speaker si kam all sit down na itok to. Na give more speeches long all people believe. Yes. The team today, I mean, one good team again. But can we change National Book Week 2025? Now, I mean, put him sample of practical, something he come inside lungan. So that we can truly celebrate him. This book week. For example, long all that since me become a big man, long all that National Book Week, I have never seen you may invite him all national authors in Papua New Guinea. We have people in Papua New Guinea. We have people in Bougainville who have written books. Only write them all books is that. One time you will invite them all so that they come and provide them inspiration to the younger generation. It's not about reading books, but it's also about writing books. So you must be more creative on how we actually celebrate National Book Weeks long country from Bibla. Reading transforms livelihoods, but me like to also. Me like referring me. Last I think about 2 weeks, me reading one book long former President long USA, Barack Obama. How am I amassing, how am I creating wealth from him? Surprisingly, before he became the president, am I creating wealth from him through all books am I been writing, na long all money am I been kissing Lord, royalties am I been kissing Lord this book. On top best book long him, audacity of hope. Am I writing, am I selling, am I making big money through long him. This is what I'm talking about. We should not only celebrate National Book Week or this road, but we must encourage him on this kind something come up. Let's invite. Next time we'll look at him, invite him. We have billion authors that can come and provide us the inspiration. Because it's not only, more on white man or the writing all these books. Papua New Guineans, Bougainvilleans are writing very good books today, and we need to promote our own kind. Instead of promoting on white man writing all book long all, we need to promote our own kind. We need to promote Bougainvillean authors. We need to create to promote Papua New Guinean authors, and we need to encourage more Bougainvilleans to become authors and write more books, so that through long on this way they can also create a pathway, create wealth through writing. So number 2 important message, be like putting or land education is here. We have done all the time one kind celebrate come sing na go. Celebrating teams, we give big speeches. Let's try to do things the other way so that we can provide inspiration and the encouragement to the younger generation, not only to read books, but to write books and preserve our cultural knowledge, where plenty white man come by time to write long, but they will never provide an accurate account of where we came from, our history. No, it will only be an accurate outcome of our history, of our cultures, can only be written by us Papua New Guineans, us Bougainvilleans. So one time thank you. Nami, on behalf of the President, we wish him a happy celebration to National Book Week 2024. God bless.
It is my great pleasure to welcome you to this significant event where we to celebrate the transformative power of reading in Papua New Guinea as well as the autonomous region of Bougainville. The theme, as you have already said, the theme for this year is National Book Week, is Reading Transforms Livelihood. Speaks directly to the heart of our mission and promoting literacy through reading. As we gather here today, we are reminded of the profound impact and the access of knowledge through reading books. Now let us turn our attention to influential and eloquent theme of this year, celebration. Reading, as we all know, is more than a skill which determines access to knowledge. And it is a gateway to opportunity and empowerment and transformation. It is through reading that we gain knowledge, develop critical thinking, and open doors for new possibilities. In our rapid changing world, the ability to read and understand information is crucial for success. Whether it is accessing job opportunities, adopting the modern life, and participating fully in a civil duties, education is key foundation for living productive lives. We have seen the first-hand positive impact of the education initiatives across the country. Reading programs have been empowered many of our citizens to secure better employment and improve their quality of life. Also, we expand digital learning materials. We are equipping our people with tools they need to strive in technology era. My Office of Library and Archives will play an important role in efforts. We are not just the custodians of books and documents, as we are the facilitators of the knowledge, the culture, and the heritage. Our libraries serve as a safe havens for learning, providing resources and supporting for students, educators, and lifelong learners. Our archive safeguards the historical and the cultural records of our nation, ensuring that the future generations can learn from our past. As we embrace the theme, Reading Transforms Livelihood, we commit in furthering our efforts, making reading materials and educational resources more accessible to all, especially in the remote areas. We recognize the challenges and the barriers that we are actively working on to overcome them through innovative solutions and partnerships. Today I call upon the government agencies, educational institutions, private sector stakeholders, our development partners, to join us to celebrate the 44th National Book Week. Together we can create a more literate and informed and empowered nation. Let us invest in our libraries and support our educators and encourage a culture of reading and enhancing the quality education. In closing, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who had contributed to the success of the launching of the 44th National Book Week here in ABG in 2024, and our ongoing efforts to promote reading and library services in Papua New Guinea as well. Your dedication and hard work are making a real difference in the lives of our people. Let us continue to champion the cause of education, that every book read, every mind inspired, and every transformed reach brings us closer to a brighter, more prosperous, and future of all. Let me celebrate this week with an enthusiasm and commitment, remembering that through reading, we truly transform livelihoods. Thank you. May you all continue to read and learn and grow together. Thank you. I would also like to acknowledge the Vice President's statement of bringing authors to these special occasions whenever the time for celebration of them. Under the ministerial leadership, Right Honorable Lucas DEKENA, we've been emphasizing on bringing our authors from the APG region and as well as the Papua New Guinea. We need to provide an economic pathway and also a culture of reading to promote that we must, every country or every people in Papua New Guinea as well as in the region, to be literated. So there is a plan that is going on, and we are focusing on implementing those plans that have been set. And that is one of the absorbed information from the Vice President that we have taken note of there. Thank you so much. We're also looking at the challenges that have been faced by the regions as well as the Papua New Guinea as well. As that in the remote parts of the country, there are no libraries. And it makes a school to provide those access to our people, our children in the remote parts. Probably at the urban centers, that the schools probably do have the classroom libraries. But we must have a library in a region so that every student, and not also the students, but our people as well, to be educated, to be literate. So there is an AP region in the autonomous region of government, and as well as the Papua New Guinea. With those continuous remarks, or few remarks that I've said, I wish to thank on behalf of the Minister for Education for those who have come along to celebrate as the schools and institutions, children, parents, and the members of the political members of the House of the Representatives. Thank you all for acknowledging the Minister. And with that, I thank you, and we continue to celebrate a National Book Week in ABG region. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Corinne Liga. I am grade 6 at Hahila Primary School. I am here to present a poem which I have rehearsed over the past weeks. Books are friends. Books help us in our education. They don't fight or quarrel or even distinguish our minds. They help us in knowing things we don't know. Books are fun and exciting to read. Books help us in our education and even in work. Books are everything to us and they are our key to success. Books are keys to wisdom's treasure. Books are the paths to pleasure. Books lead upwards. Come friends and let us read. Thank you.
Good day students, good day people, students and members. My name is Judia Watmalik and I'm doing grade 7D. Today I will be presenting the parts of a book. Firstly, we have the title. The title of a book or any other published text or work of art is usually a name for the work which is usually chosen by the author. Author, the writer of a book, article or other text. Illustrator, a person who draws pictures, especially illustrations in books or magazines. Cover, to sell the book to readers and include essential elements such as books, title, and author name. Spine, the elongated rectangular area of a book's cover that runs down between the front and the back cover pages to which the interior page or block area bound. Back cover, a section of a book dedicated to describing the content to potential reading. Thank you for listening.
My name is Zamina Swai and I am in grade 7 in Hela Primary School. I'll be presenting to you a poem about books. The title of the poem is My Experience with Books. As I open this book and reality drowns, I have found myself fictionally bound. I have dined with kings in sparkling gowns and slayed the dragon in a knight and shining armor. I have flipped through the pages that taught me about life. It isn't an easy journey. I have learned things that the teachers haven't taught me. Tears couldn't stop falling. Laughter couldn't stop going. The feeling of unexpected plot twists and intriguing. I have been lost in the world that I couldn't get out of. But as this book ends, reality appears out of nowhere. Thank you, that's all.